Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. So as the headline stated, we're going to see if we can figure out what happened to our electronics when we're at the track. And just everything stopped. Hoping something just came unplugged. But get my computer set up. Almost ready, give me just a sec. Alright, let's dive right into it. I don't think it's because my battery was dead. I think something came unplugged. I think. I don't know. But that's what we're going to find out. Brought a lot of the track home with me. Alright, how's it going, everybody? Thank you, Hugh. Steve, what's up? Bob's RC. Hugh, how's it going? There's Mama. How you doing? Travis in the house. What's up? How's everybody doing on this beautiful day? Let's see. I don't think the battery's dead, but we'll put it on the charger anyways. Actually, before we do that, come on, get out of there. Rinks King Nerds in the house. What's going on? Why? Why did we lose power? Forget. I had to turn the volume down on the phone. So as the new heat gun gets here, we're gonna fire that truck up. Hell yeah, I can't wait either, brother. Get new glow plugs and fuel. and a while back you had asked me about glow plugs, and I was assuming you were asking me about for like the buggies. If you were asking me about glow plugs for that Savage, that would be like an OS8. But if you were asking me for the buggies, that would be a P3. So I hope there wasn't a miscommunication with that. That's weird. Man, the other night at the track, just all the electronics quit. That's odd. Well, I mean, it's a good thing. Thought we was gonna have to do some investigation. Yeah, I kept lawn darting, hitting those the front side of those jumps pretty hard. So I was assuming that things had like came unplugged, but now I'm really not for sure what happened. So let me zoom out a little bit. Hey, Two, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Let's get a cheap hair dryer for your engine. Works well like a more expensive heat gun. Yeah, but some of those hair dryers don't get you quite warm enough, especially if it's new and you need it, really need some expansion on that sleeve. So just gotta be careful with that. Tony Kart Racer, if you're new, welcome to the channel, man. This is the same Mugen that works closely with Honda Motorsports. I don't know. I've never really looked into that. I mean, Honda Motorsports is full-size vehicles, Mugen's RCs. If they have a full-size company, whatever, I don't know. I've never looked into that. But if it is, then just learn something new. Carla, what's going on, brother? Yes, thank you, Hugh. Hit that like button, peeps. It sucks when you're there having fun and the shit dies, you bring it home and there's like nothing wrong with it. Come on. It's about the same as usual, 3.8. Like, there's no reason for it to just die out there on me. So I don't know if maybe the plug had come a little loose on one of those hits, and then like I pulled it apart, and then I don't know, maybe stuck it back in backwards, which isn't really going to do anything because it's it's a 2-wire with 3 pins. So if you flip it over, it just puts your negative in the wrong spot and doesn't do anything. But I don't know. Mystery. Let's see. Have to disagree. They get the engine heated just fine. Has not failed me yet. Teaches. Hey, yeah, man, I'm not gonna knock it, brother. Have you ever checked the temperature on it when you're doing that? I'm just curious as to what it gets it up to. Hello, Lily. How you doing, baby girl? RC engines don't use spark plugs. No, it's more like a diesel. It's glow plug. So it's heat, compression, and a glow plug. So it doesn't spark like a spark plug, but it glows like a diesel. What head temps can you get it? Okay, asking the same question. Yeah, Fiskos use spark plug, exactly. Yep. Never check the temp, but they get very hot. We'll check next time. Yeah, especially on a brand new engine. I mean, you want something like, 220, between 200 and 220 at least. So if the hairdryer gets you there, man, more power to you. I don't know. I haven't heard too many people talk about it getting you up to a good temp, but I've never tried it myself. So if it works, awesome. I'm not gonna say you shouldn't do it. We all learn something new every day. Yeah, this thing took a lot of hard nosedives, but doesn't seem to have done any damage, what I can tell. And chassis still looks straight, so that's important. But either way, we still had fun with it. But yeah, that track had really good grip on it, and then plus retuning the droop. My droop screws really seem to have helped, except in the back. It seems like they worked their way up, and one in the front. I think I need some new A-arms where the droop screws will dig into the plastic. These might be stripped. But I have new A-arms for it, but I'm not going to change them out tonight. Okay, so now that I know this is good, we're just going to charge up the battery, and then we'll be ready to go. So last weekend I took this over to my buddy's house, and we got it to fire up, and it ran good for about a tank. And it started to sound like it was leaning out. I don't know. I didn't really look at it. He was messing with it, and then it died, and then he broke the pull starter. So I'm not 100% sure what happened. But we're going to replace the pull cord as soon as I get everything straight here. Yeah, Travis, I hear you, but I didn't even learn anything about heating up the engine until, like you say, in the last decade or so. But I didn't have good success with engines before that, so I don't know if it's something new or what the deal is. But engines these days, the metals aren't as good. So especially if it's a newer engine, it's a good idea to heat it up so you don't wear it out so fast. Some people believe in it and some people don't. Getting hot in here, so I turn on the ceiling fan. Yeah, it's some pretty tall grass there as well. Which is probably part of the reason it was starting to lean out. And then we just didn't get it richened up in time before it died. And then he ripped the pull cord off. Alright, Hugh, have a good one, brother. It's beginning by design because of tapered sleeve instead of ring piston. Are you saying they've been heating them up since the beginning of design? I mean, I've definitely had more luck with my engines since I started heating them up. Back in the day, I didn't seem to have as good of luck with my engines. I swear these tank protectors are just a pain in the butt. And they don't even protect on the backside, which is where they usually get hit from the shock tower. Come on. Get. That's ridiculous. Man, Yeah, this fuel line may be old and brittle at the same time. So what if there was a possible? I agree with you 100%. Heating of the engine looked well, but when I saw how it was being done, I decided not to purchase a fired up heat gun when I had a free. No, I get you totally, man. As long as it gets you up to a good temperature to expand that sleeve, more power to you, brother. Well, at least it didn't make it in my mouth. Seen some people on YouTube drinking nitro fuel. Didn't look like it tasted very well. Whatever you do, don't try to rinse it out with simple green. That just makes it worse. Pizza Nitro, what's up? Hope you're doing good, brother. So I tend to addiction, help shift my thoughts. Hell yeah. Regardless, heat gun or hair dryer, light them up. Exactly. I've used a small handheld blowtorch to heat his, which is pretty much a cigarette lighter. Yeah. What you chuffing tonight, Bobs? See, are you serious? They were actually drinking it? Well, I don't think he was purposely drinking it, but it ended up in his mouth, and it was on alive. And then, for some stupid reason, thought spraying simple green in his mouth would help it out. I don't think it did, though. But no, not purposely drinking it. I think it was, pretty sure it was a mistake. It happens. Simple green in his mouth. Yep. Mistake number 2. Yep. All aspects. What's up, brother? These skid plates are kind of nice, but I hate having to take half the truck apart just to get the engine out. And normally, you just pop out the engine screws and you're good. Or the engine mount screws, I guess I should say. Alright. Yeah, we started having a good time, and then his shit wasn't working. Mine was kind of working. Wasn't working good enough to start up alive, though. But I'm hoping this Sunday, if the weather holds up, I'm gonna go back to the same spot. And hopefully on Sunday we're doing a live run out there. At some point, I plan on building a track in this dude's yard. It's got a nice space for it. We just haven't had the time. And it takes money. In the market for new throttle serving suggestions, just bashing, no racing. So, it's funny you ask that. Here's a servo that was suggested to me by JP. I got this off eBay, but you can get off eBay, Amazon, $20. I think when I bought two of them, it was like $17.99. Right there's the numbers. Pizza loves these servos, DS3235. And this is high voltage, waterproof, cordless, digital servo. Doesn't say high voltage on here, but I'm pretty sure it was listed as high voltage. I'd have to look it up again. But those are pretty decent. There's a lot of good cheap servos out there, but I'm hard on them, so I'm good at killing servos. Even with setting the endpoints. Yeah. You know what, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and... So this screw here was halfway out. I'm glad I found it. Looks like I might have lost the pinch bolt on the servo arm. But go ahead and get some fresh Loctite on this. See there, I got to take it apart and get a nut on there. Probably what I should do is try to get a nylon nut on it. Protects are cool, but still temporary. Yeah, I've had one Protect go out on me, and the other Protect, which I've only used a couple times so far, no issues with it. But I don't mind spending money on good servos. The electronics, you know, it's kind of where you want to put your money at on an RC. Learned that from Nitro Talk with Todd. I mean, you know, you spend all your money on a badass engine and cheap electronics, and then your electronics go out and you have a runaway, burn up your fancy engine. You know, what good was it? I bet that was part of the problem. That zip tie broke, and it was probably wasn't getting proper. Well, what do they call that when? Because you know the way these work, the exhaust pressure goes back and forth. But anyways, I bet this exhaust being loose was part of our issue. mean, it sounds good anyways. Alrighty. There was some crazy wind last night. A few inches of snow, and then this morning the wind was just howling and blew all the snow off the ice. So at one point it looked like we had about 4 or 5 inches of snow, and then next thing you know, it was basically gone and just the ice underneath it. Yeah, the back pressure. Yeah, I couldn't think of it. Yeah, I think for the two after taxes and shipping, it was like $45. But they list them at like $19.99, and then I bought 2 of them, so it dropped it down to $17.99. We talking about keeping forever. $115. Wow. I think the most I've spent on a servo had to be one of the Savox ones, and it's either 99 or 105. I don't think I've ever spent over like 105 on a servo. But they are pricey. All right. Hoping I can. Wow. So not only did he break the string, but I don't know if you can see, there we go, a little metal that goes to that slit. Yeah, I mean, he literally broke the metal right off the spring. That's gonna be fun. Have to pull the spring out, bend a new hook in it, and get it to line up. So here's a little helpful tip. You know when your pull starts to get all flimsy and sometimes it'll lay over. Like this one works, but it's a little gummy in there. It needs to be cleaned up some. But see how it's like no matter what, it's gonna be loose. There's a way to fix that. Yeah, trying not to lose that in the process. I don't really want to put any kind of oil down there. But, I mean, it's, you know, it's not like the loosest, but still wants to fall over on you. You can pull it out a little ways. You want to keep this thing, the spring, you want to keep tension on that spring. Can be a pain in the butt. Just want to, basically going to wrap the string around it again, and then when it coils itself back up, it'll be tighter than what it was. Most people don't like messing with the pull start, but I'd rather be able to fix it than wait on a new one. And you can even do it a couple more times if you want. But there. A lot tighter than what it was. So when it's sitting on the truck, you know, if it's doing this, that's how you want to fix it, is by, we'll even give it another wrap. Pull it out. Reach in there and pull that string in. And then grab the end that's already wrapping around the spool or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes just a couple of wraps is all you need. And sometimes you got to do it multiple times, but now she's tight. Made my thumb hurt. Pulling your quarters for OnlyFans, not here, bud. I mean, you know. I thought it was what I had to have, and I got it without doing my research. No, I know better. Oh, you're still talking about servos? It's still wrapped around here too. Yeah, I broke off the end of the spring. I'll be right back. I'm back. You know, Pete, I don't think I've ever owned a Duratrax anything. See if you guys can see that. Down in that bottom corner, there's a little screw down in there that helps hold it in. It's nice whenever they add that, because then if you do open these up, the spring doesn't just come flying out. I've never actually tried to do this with one of these, and they're all just a little bit different. No, stand there. Definitely not going to make it easy. Probably have to just start this whole thing over. Sometimes it's easier that way. Might be able to just do it this way. No. Northeast, what's up? So these are a pain in the butt, but a little bit of patience. Don't cut your finger on this. Looks like I got about 11 people in here that don't like the show. Oh, it's a big Nitro Pro race this weekend. Come on, get in there. So tight it may not go down in on that side. Just have to start it over again. JP Raw, what's up, brothers? Oh, pull starts are the worst. Yes, they are. That's right. If you guys are bored, sounds like there's other shows starting up. Oh, thank you, Jay. I appreciate you, brother. This thing killing my thumbs. Don't be afraid of that like button. Right? I guess it might bite a little bit. Well, I got it back in there. Finally. Put this little tiny screw in there before we lose it again. Come on, stay on there. Oh, one. Thank you, Jay. Hope Canada doesn't go to war with the guy. Yeah. I mean, you talking real war or just a trade war? Because, I mean, we definitely ain't wanting no freaking war. Yeah, so JP pulled the Mugen apart. Man, just pulled that knot right. This didn't even break. It just pulled the damn knot out. But we pulled the Mugen apart on the electronics. Everything works. I don't know if the battery had come loose and then I didn't get it all the way back in, or maybe even put it in backwards. I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see. Okay, I'm about to do this completely backwards. So we gotta go through here first. Then we go through here. Must have been a bad connection. That's what I'm thinking. We won in 1812. Don't know about today. RC Ohio, what's up, brother? How you doing? We had men back then. Yeah, now you got Trudeau's. Trudeau's like the biggest joke of a prime minister, president, wannabe leader, whatever it is you guys call him. Come on. Oh, it's got something in there blocking it. Something's got to fit through there. Wish they had like a little notch on this side so you could actually push it straight through. Come on. So I thought there were a bunch of Vladimirs. Vladimir is also a joke. Yes. Talking about Zelensky? Or Putin? Come on, where's it at? Got like a little body clip here somewhere that's all curled up in a funky position. I thought maybe it would work, but I can't find it. Ah, found it. my tweezers will work. That arrow looks good in the Donald's bow. Yes, it does, brother. Yes, it's Zelensky. Exactly. Yes, Zelensky looks like a fool. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, we can pronounce the sound. Don't need the emphasis. Zelensky. Bob says, don't get me started. Oh, shit. Now I just mash it down in that little groove. I think it'll sit down in there far enough. We should be all right. Now the hard part is getting that spring to line up with this little notch. I like to know how they do this shit at the factory. So maybe that was too much. Can't tell if I'm getting hooked on it or not. Yes, everybody knows the damn pull cords are a pain in the butt. What up, John D? How you doing, brother? I'm stressed out watching. I would never try pull starts on a live. I've done it before. I have done it before. I mean, it doesn't mean we'll be successful, but we have done it before. Yeah, I'm just not getting hooked on it. Some brands are definitely easier than others, that's for sure. Come on, get on there. Yeah, I didn't get it again. Bleh. Well, I told my buddy I'd fix it, so I'm trying to fix it for him. Come on. Just need you to get hooked in there. Come on, hook onto it. Alright, well, it's not going to do what we want, so we'll work on that off camera. I'm not going to bore you guys anymore with that. These screws will go in here, so I'm going to go ahead and put this one on. Yeah, sometimes we can get them to work and sometimes we can't. I've gotten a pull star together and pull and broke. What? I've gotten a pull start together and one pull and broke the cord. Yeah, that sucks. I've done that too. Take the hand off and pre-wind the rope, then fish the line out of the case and tie the handle on. Yeah. The hardest part's getting it hooked on that spring, no matter how you go about it. If it raged by now. You're a perfectionist. Yeah, a little bit. I will get it. I'm just not going to bore you guys on here anymore. Yeah, it sucks being a perfectionist when you can't get it perfect, because then it just bugs you. It's almost like an OCD. Hello, Jason. How's it going? First thought I did 10 times till I got it right, because I could not buy one. Hey, you know, I've been there, done that too. At that point, it becomes a must-win situation. Well, it works. I don't want to sit there and crank on it, though. I know a lot of people do that, but I don't like to. Well, put some new zip ties on here and change out his fuel line. Maybe. What did I do? I got like a little tiny pair. There we go. Gotta be careful you don't cut the rubber exhaust gasket. Now these things won't cut anything. I don't know what they're meant for, but I have not found one thing that these will cut. Hey, what's going on? How to go using your first pull start. I remember getting some good blisters. Yeah, my first nitro was Red Cat, so. But they did come with one of them came with an SH engine, and then one of them come with, what is that, the X? Not an XTR, what is it, an XT or something? I can't remember exactly. XTM. I don't. It had a little purple head on it. What the hell was that? I don't think it was an XTM. Little Taiwan motor. VX18. I was way off, but yes. Now that you say it, that makes sense. Yes, the VX18. My Red Cat Tornado came with that. Then I got the Caldera, and it came with a SH 3.0. So whatever that is. I don't have this thing sitting right. Man, I hate that you get close to the hole with that hook and then it just turns on you. Yeah, and I'll tighten this all the way up once I get it set. Yeah, because it has a little bit of play front to back, and then depending on how your exhaust sits or where it hooks up to the holder, I'll get it all set in the truck and then I'll tighten these up where it sits. Anyone ever use electric cleaner on the receivers and battery connectors? I've heard of people doing it, but I have never done it. Drive home, maybe catch you in. All right, brother, appreciate you. Yeah, Vertex. Yep, exactly, Northeast. I knew somebody here would know the name. Yeah, the Vertex VX18. Yep. For anyone that's had the old school Red Cats, probably had the exact same engine. Doing my battery, but haven't on receivers yet. They don't get any of my trucks. Yeah, I've never messed with that stuff. K&M, what's going on, brother? Oh man, appreciate you. A little clean up inside the good carb. They actually rip pretty good for a 3.0. Yeah, I mean that little SH, if that's what you're talking about. Mine was a Bluehead SH. I didn't have any issues with the engine other than the fact that that's what I learned on, and you know, just like everybody else made newbie mistakes with it, so didn't last for very long. But when it was running, it was a good running little engine. Why is there like no freaking movement in this? I know the screws aren't in there that tight. But it's like it doesn't want to. something's keeping it from moving like it should. Having all kinds of issues tonight. Anyways, chassis stuff doesn't last. Oh yeah, for those little red cats. Is that what you're talking about? Because yeah, I had the same issue. Like anything aluminum on it bent just from flipping it in the grass. Then you have to jump it, just roll it over. Very fast. I mean, that's one thing about Red Cat is they are fast vehicles. Thing's being a pain in the ass. Come on, move. So I can try to keep the screws just at like very minimal, loosening them up so that they're not just flopping around as you're trying to set the mesh, but it's like it does not want to freaking move at all. It's almost like that shock is pushing it. Now that I feel like I got it too far, you know, you get it real close and you tighten down the last screw and then it's like it moved it. Well, now that I got it too far away, but that last screw isn't gonna I'm gonna put it where I want it. That's too loose. I can't do it. It's like way too much. I think we can live with that. I think that'll work. No. Now that everything is set, Yeah, I wish he would just want to take this thing off. I hate the fuel tank protectors. Coco Cockatoo. HPI, I love this car. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you. Yeah, we love the Savages too. That's why we own. Probably got like 20-ish. Yeah, it's my buddy Savage. Oh, you guys can't even. Oh, I guess you could see more than I can. I got my screen rolled up. There. That's helpful. For some reason, I had my screen rolled down. I only had half of the actual video on my computer screen. And it looked like you guys were only getting half the show. But yeah, so years back, my buddy wanted to build a nice Savage, so he put a nice chunk of money into this. I think when it was all said and done, it was about $1,500. Yeah, I need to get a set of these for mine. These things are awesome. I don't know what the hell you call them, but the rear hubs, it's pretty much an upgrade, so you don't have the turnbuckle. That's the part that likes to break the most. It was a fun project too. Like the chassis on it I think was bent up, so I mean we even replaced the chassis. I don't know what brand it is or what style, model. I don't know. It's been so long ago, I don't remember any of the
any of the details for that. I can't tell when they're supposed to go on. Yeah, trenchers are directional. It's hard to tell which way is which. Oh, Jesus. Where'd it go? I actually have one of these skid plates. I just don't ever put it on. They're kind of nice if you're, like crawling up over the curbs or rocks or whatever. It keeps from scratching the hell out of the bottom of your chassis. But, I mean, other than that, they're just more of a pain in the butt than anything. Oh. Anybody working on any projects tonight? Regret selling a couple years ago. Never had a Savage X Nitro. Oh, you had a. I ever had a Savage X Nitro and a Savage Flux. I'd love to get a Savage Flux. Always wanted one. Just never find one that's in my price range. I hear a lot of people saying they regret having sold their Savage. I mean, I've traded a couple of them away, but I have plenty of extras, so I don't think I could get rid of all my Savages and not have one to run. I just couldn't handle that. Just couldn't handle it. Lotus is the Mugen in 1,000 bits. No, the Mugen was actually in better shape than what we thought. I'm thinking that like the battery had come unplugged, and when I tried to plug it back in, I must have put it in backwards or something, and it wasn't getting a connection. Something like that. I don't know, because when I just plugged it in earlier, it was good to go. Alrighty. Well, I mean, I did the pressure test earlier. The fuel line seemed fine. I was thinking maybe we needed to change it, but I think it's going to be alright. Come on, get through there. Where'd that other piece go? What the hell? I lost a piece of fuel tubing. Remember the Truckzilla kits they made? Yeah, I've seen a bunch of videos on them, but I have never had one, sadly. I love the sound of the twin engines running.
Alright, there we go. So if you guys want to see this truck running, be sure and tune in Sunday. As long as the weather's good, we're going to be running it anyways. And someone spent some time on that one color coordination. Yeah, he wanted a purple theme. So we found the K46 back in the day when they were easier to find. We found a rubber, whatever you call it, weather protection boot for the on-off switch. RPM, purple arms, skid plate, tank protector, and these rear hub adapters, whatever you call them, where it doesn't have the links. And then, of course, the silver. But it was a fun project. And then I left the body there with him so I wouldn't break it and traveling around with it. But it's got the original 21 purple, black, gray, camouflage, whatever. That original body that came with these. Shocks could use some work. This thing's old and sit around for a while. But I don't have time. But anyways, so now he's got a pull start. Let's see what else we're gonna. Oh shit! I forgot about these. Yeah, so we got these a long time ago, and I was supposed to put them on the front, and never got around to it. That was like the last piece to it years back when I started traveling, and I wasn't ever able to get them installed. The heck stayed in the room, or the wheel nut stayed in the room. Trying to figure out the easiest way to do this.
Is that a new Milwaukee?
That's the same one I've had. I've had this for a couple years now. So there goes the old one, and here comes the new one. Man, so these just got 2 pins that go just through these sides. The original one has a pin that goes all the way through. It's going to be a pain in the ass no matter what. It's either put the pin in from the inside or put the E-clip on from the inside. More of a pain in the butt than what I thought it was going to be. Can you believe the new buggy build has 0 snap rings? Must be nice. Oh no. Nope, it's not a newer one. I mean, it is one of the newer models, but it's still a couple years old. I don't know if they've come out with the next one yet or not. Man, how are we supposed to do this? Alright. Let's take these screws out anyways and make sure that they got Loctite on them. Yeah, I think it came that way in the mail. It was all put together, and I never took it apart. Oops, that's the wrong one. these are the right ones. For some reason I was thinking it was a lot smaller. It's gonna be a pain in the butt as small as this is. Alright. That seems awful loose. Nick B, what's up? How you doing, bro? I like captured hinge pins. Ah. Yeah, these things here, tiny. All right, well that's it. In like Flynn. Come on. Come on, get line it up. Chris is back. What's up? How you doing, bro? Awesome. He's doing good. guess I missed the hole. Oh, I thought it threaded into aluminum. It just threads right into the plastic. All right. Get in there. There we go. Now we're in the hole. I was gonna pick up the RC10G Classic today, but had a little less to spend. Picked up an engine I've been wanting for about 2 years. A new, more Sapola MC21 buggy engine. AAC construction. What's AAC? That's what he said. Hope to do some racing this weekend. Carpet. Hell yeah. Aluminum, chrome. I kind of thought maybe, but I'd never heard of that. So there's no brass in it, no nickel. It's what, aluminum piston, aluminum sleeve with a chrome lining. Yeah, aluminum sleeve. Huh. I've never heard of those. Learn something new every day. Stereo is ACC. Oh, nice. Or AAC. I've looked at a couple stereo that were on eBay. They weren't real expensive, so I don't know how many. Like, I don't know if they have like a budget line or if they're all fairly cheap. But it was like $220. So not bad. Every time I work on this guy's truck, I end up with a bunch of spare parts. I'm wrong, but the nickname for those engines was Merc 21. Nope, I was about to do the wrong one. So is there an advantage or disadvantage to the AAC? I think I've heard people say that with the ABC, you can't really repinch them. AAC is fragile. Yeah, I was wondering. Careful, they like to run rich or they go away. Let's see. It has a big green cooling head. Or see, they call them onion engines for some reason. That means they stink. This one did not have the little. Did not have the little hinge pin in it. That's not cool. What the hell? You must have lost them and didn't realize it. Yeah, that's weird. Only one set had it. Yeah, the plating will chip of tooling. Plating doesn't stick to the aluminum as well as it does the brass, huh? You got a good buy instead of the 10G. Suppose a great engine. The aluminum dissipates heat faster if you get the tune right. They really scream. I'll have a video of them, I'm sure. Hell yeah, I can't wait to see that. Haven't talked about technical engines in a while, but what's the first AAC, then ABC before the DLC coding? I don't know. I'm not that versed in it. Yeah, GT kit
We'll still be around in a couple weeks.
Priorities, man, priorities. Guess I should put these on before. Come on. Learn something new every day reading your all's messages in the chat.
think at one stage engines had a ceramic piston. Airplanes, helis, and boats? Maybe.
Yeah, the bearing's the only thing I've ever heard of. Come on, get in there. It's ridiculous. I mean, hell, it's lined up with the freaking hole. No, come on. I can see right through it. Jeez. Freaking ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous. How's that old Corey always said in Trailer Park Boys? That's ridiculous.
Ramming in with your driver? No.
Turn it in with the driver, but not ram it. No, I mean, you know, if it's close, sometimes giving it a spin will make it go.
Yeah, they tried all kinds of shit in the 2000s, right? I think benefits on piston coatings were minimal for the expense.
I think I understand what you're saying.
Aluminum dissipates heat well.
Yes. Yes, it does.
excuse me. I don't know what he's going to end up doing with these because he only has one set. HPF 59 have a steel piston. Ooh, good question. I have never heard that, but I don't know. All right. What the hell? Can't be that hard to find. It's a shiny. Oh, there it is. All right. No, they are the same. Oh, come on. If I was trying to get it to magnetize and hold something, it wouldn't, but now that I don't want it to, I'm just pulling this thing right up off of here. That's cool. I've never heard of any of them having a steel piston. Learn something new every day.
Alright. So hopefully we don't break this pull cord. Shouldn't. But you never know. Let's see what else. I got something. Of course, broke that guy. Yeah, this is the old K59. This thing's a beast, man. This thing was cruising through the grass. Yeah, these are those tires I was talking about that raw runs. I got me a set of them there. I like them. I like the way they grip. They're just cheap, what is it, ZD Racing? It's basically just cheap Chinese tires. Yeah, they're pretty nice. Real soft. Hit the gravel a little bit, but was mostly in dirt and grass. And gravel didn't wear them down or do too much damage. But we did get full use out of this piece. Both of the little ears are broke off on it, so we've done what we can with it and we can't do any more. This would be awesome in the grass. Yeah, and he lives out in the country, so it's kind of like a chunk of the yard that doesn't get mowed all the time. And so it was dead grass that was like, laid over. But it handled it pretty good. Got a whole bag of A-arms and those, like the whole set. K59 is awesome. Runs
A boat anchor. Must be awesome. No, I already read that one. Get off of there. No, this plastic doesn't want to come off of the screw. Guess you guys can't really see what the hell I'm doing, can you? Hey Jay, you gonna bring that buggy out tomorrow night in your live? Yes, sir. You gonna fire it up? You know it's what everybody wants to see. Not sure. Oh, you don't have servos yet? I got you.
Alright, the XL is ready for more action. Do need to charge the battery though. Oh, I keep forgetting this has a extra charging wire there. I don't have to open this one up. There we go. It's getting hung up on the brake linkage. Guess I got lucky and plugged it in the right way. Oh, maybe it only goes one way. Ah. Yeah, it's got that little notch on it, so you can only plug it in one way. I got lucky on the first one, the first try. What did that say? I'm gonna charge. Alright, so yeah, there we go. I've never actually used that setup before. Always taking the batteries out, so it's actually kind of nice having that. Hell yeah. I like those tires. What are they? Thanks. These are ZD Racing. They're just cheap Chinese tires. They were like literally like $50 for the whole set. They come all the way from China. Got the engine from a hell of a good guy on a trade. I wonder who that is. No, I appreciate that, JP. Not a bad guy yourself, my friend. No, I had that engine for a while and just sit there and never done anything with it, so at least it went to a good home where it's going to get used. And a lot of grass stuck in this thing. It's just freaking everywhere. All right, well, that's pretty much all we're going to do for tonight. Like I said, if the weather's good, we're going to be, oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. We're going to be running in my buddy's field. He'll have his purple truck. We got to get some servos for that Truggy. It's the same guy that has the X1, the Offna Truggy. So we're going to get some servos for it. I think it finally took a shit on us. He's trying to run it on Sunday. But he'll have his Savage, the purple one out there. I'm going to take this in the Sin. Hopefully we get the Sin working correctly. I think I got everything situated on it. So we'll find out. But other than that, yeah, if the weather's shit, I'll be back, of course, Monday. But we're definitely going to try and get out on Sunday. So let's see. Mod says, pretty sure I'm going to want that BMT. As soon as bonus check hits. What's the BMT? I've already been trying to decide which engine I'd throw on it. What you guys talking about? Damn, nose getting all plugged up on me. Stupid allergies. Huh. I guess she's full. Figured as much running as I did with it on Sunday, it needed some charge, but apparently not. 18931 on-road kit. Oh. Oh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, my friends. Ah, shit. Alrighty. Well, anybody's got any questions or anything they want to throw out there, now's the time to do it. Because this show is coming to an end for the day. I'm gonna wash my hands. I look like a mechanic. Alright guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me all week. We shall return and do it again. So thank you guys very much. Have yourselves a good night. Have yourselves a good weekend. Get out there and burn some nitro. Do the same here. Yawning and I is water. Yes, sir. But you're an hour ahead of me. Good live. Have a good night, everyone. Appreciate you, bro. Yes, sir, JP. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Keep up the awesome friendship. But anyways, like I said, get out there, burn some nitro, have fun this weekend. It's supposed to be nice. Much love and peace.